Hello and welcome to the Queen of Hearts astrological page. My name is Danielle and today I'm here to talk to you about this upcoming new moon in Taurus. Now this one is quite beautiful and I think it's going to bring a lot of healing potential to an area of your life which has been under pressure for quite a while. When I say quite a while, about 2.5 years or so. I'll explain why shortly, but this is an opportunity for you to seed new growth, to plant seeds, whether it's physical seeds, but most likely intentional seeds of greater stability. So part of our chart has been really going through a lot of change. The eclipses have been landing across the Taurus Scorpio axis since toward the end of 2021. And we've also had Saturn squaring Taurus from Aquarius, and that only moved out about 2.5 months ago. So this part of our chart has been under pressure. Now, this is improving, and this new moon is also joined by the ingress or the motion of Jupiter into Taurus. So Jupiter is going to be imparting its wisdom, imparting its potential for healing and growth into that area of life, which has been really pushed. So no doubt you've learned a lot, a lot about a certain part of your life, or you've made a few changes, voluntarily or not. Now, Jupiter's entry into Taurus is going to bring those to, it's like a celebration of when you've done the work. Now, the moon in Taurus is very happy there because the moon is exalted in Taurus, and exalted moons know what to do. They know how to find nutrients, they know how to find pleasure. So this weekend is likely to be a really good opportunity for you to indulge, have a nice time, get some delicious food and drinks, spend time with friends. Or if you're feeling more insular, because it is a new moon after all, new moons are less social as a general rule, you might want to spend some time on your own, just do a bit of self-care. So I'm going to the market on Sunday, and I think that'll be a nice way to spend Taurus weekend, although by Sunday it will have moved well and truly into Gemini, but still, I love the market. Now, the other thing I wanted to say is that this new moon has got a little bit of a spicy, sharp edge that people may or may not know about. So once the moon is new, once it makes its conjunction with the sun, which happens in the early hours of Saturday morning here in Australia, so that's about, I think it's 1:53 in the morning on Saturday morning. Once it happens, then the moon will separate and it will apply to a square with Saturn. Now, this can feel a little bit like, uncomfortable. It can feel a little bit like there's a test or a challenge coming your way after, a new beginning, and perhaps like a feeling of relief. There could be a little bit more to go in the challenge tank. Now, the other thing that's very important that happens very shortly after as well is that Mars, which is at the anaretic or the 29th degree of Cancer in its fall, is preparing to change signs and move into Leo. So I said that the pressure was off the Taurus house, but what this in fact indicates is that there's going to be a little bit more of a desire to act on something. Maybe you've learned a lot and you've got good feeling in this particular area of your life. And if you don't know what, where Taurus is in your chart and you want to book a session, go to my website at queenofheartsastrology.com and we can go into it and I can show you how to check your own chart for these things. Now, with Mars moving into Leo, that is putting Mars on the fixed axis, okay? So if you have any planets in fixed signs, then it's going to be a little bit spicy for you. This can indicate greater energy, courage, boldness, but it could also add stress and a sense of urgency to something. So, you know, the area which has had the workout with the eclipses, with the Mercury retrograde, which is the Taurus area of your chart, that is going to soon get squared by Mars and is already getting squared by Pluto right now. So that Jupiter is actually at a T-square, which means that it's at the intersection in the middle of both Mars and Pluto. And soon after this new moon, we're going to have an opposition between Mars and Pluto. Now, this is a rather volcanic aspect, and hopefully it won't be seen in your lives or in the world around us too much, because it can bring discord, it can bring fury and, yeah, pretty hectic, fiery impulse. So yeah, I would encourage you, especially if you've got fixed angles, like this is going to be right up in my grill. I've got my ascendant at 1 degree of Aquarius. I need to discharge this energy, discharge the fire. And same with you, if you've got any planets in fixed signs, as Mars moves in, and yes, you've got Jupiter there to kind of provide some smoothness and healing to this area, but the Mars-Pluto square is likely to be felt. So this could be, in a positive way, providing you with impetus, empowerment, courage, boldness, you know, to break through something which has been really bothering you, or something that's been looming over you for just way too long. So if you need to draw on a deep reservoir of like, sometimes, you know, being frustrated or angry can actually get a lot done. So maybe this is an opportunity for you to actually, you know, find that fury within and actually use it for a good purpose. Anyway, I hope this has been interesting. I wish you a beautiful new moon. Now it is a good time to set your intentions. You can think about the Taurus part of your chart and consider what kinds of things would benefit that area in terms of stability, in terms of safety and nurturing. Yeah, so I'll give you an example. Okay, my Taurus part of my chart is my 4th house because I'm Aquarius rising. So if you're trying to figure it out, if you know what your rising sign is, all you need to do is count forward 1 sign per house. This is a simplified whole sign based way of doing it. And then you will get your Taurus house. So let me give you an example. I have Aquarius rising. Okay, so if that was be the 1st house, then Pisces is the 2nd, yeah. Aries is the 3rd, Taurus is the 4th, yeah. Now, say you had Scorpio rising. Scorpio is the 1st. Then you have Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus is the 8th. Do you understand? Feel free to ask me questions in the comments, but I'm going to leave it at that. All the best for this upcoming new moon. Do set your intentions somewhere across this new moon weekend, preferably Friday or Saturday.